Christmas stories are supposed to be about spreading good cheer. I don't think it's about putting in reindeer, Santa, lit up trees, or even snow. Of course, having those things does help. But the fundamental lesson that most Christmas stories want to impart is that nobody should be alone on Christmas Eve. Nobody should go unloved or unforgiven. So my tip for writing a Christmas story is a very simple one. Think of a protagonist. This could be any protagonist, anything you feel like. They could be silly, or they could be mature. It doesn't really matter, because the message we want to send is one that's intended for all readers, of all ages. Now that you've chosen your protagonist, ask yourself the following question. Who is the one person in the world my protagonist does not want to wish a Merry Christmas to? Who's the one person who broke their hearts, let them down, or betrayed them? Who's the one person they could never let back into their lives, no matter how generous they were feeling in the moment? Because that's the person your story is going to be about. Or, better said, your protagonist is going to learn to forgive that specific character and spread Christmas cheer while doing it. As for how this comes about, it's really up to you. As I said, it could be as silly or as mature as you want it to be. Maybe it's about a kid who's mad at his dad for not getting her the right Christmas gift, so she ends up taking a trip to the North Pole to meet Santa, but ultimately realizes how much her dad loves her and that he's more important to her than any gift. Or maybe what you want is a very compelling and mature drama. Maybe it's about a poor guy who got completely abandoned by his family when he fell in hard times, but now that the situation's been reversed, now that he's the one who's back up on his feet, he doesn't feel like extending any helping hand, or offering any kind of forgiveness, or even showing the slightest bit of charity. His story is going to be about overcoming that hurt. The thing you gotta remember is that it's not about decorations or sleds. No amount of Christmas imagery is going to make it feel right if it doesn't carry the Christmas spirit. And that spirit is an open heart. It's unconditional forgiveness. The one thing I'd advise against is not to make your story too cheesy. You know, if the kid in the story we mentioned previously, whose father didn't give her the right gift on Christmas, finds out that her dad actually bought it but it got stolen, that'd be pretty lame. Maybe he actually did just forget. Maybe her dad isn't the sweetest and most caring person in the world. But the point has to be that she still loves him and still forgives him. If it all comes down to it being some kind of misunderstanding, then what's the point? The move isn't to forgive people because we got them wrong, or because they made it right in the end, or because they aren't actually all that bad. No, it's unconditional. You forgive them because it's the right thing to do, at least on Christmas.